Okay, as we discussed so far, so plant diversity. Okay, so my first question for a volunteer: what is known to be the plant's diversity? Any volunteer?
Existence of variety of plants in the environment is known as the plant diversity.
Yes, good answer. Availability of variety of plants in nature is known to be the diversity of plants. Okay, so diversity of plants occurs due to the diversity of what? Diversity of plants occurs due to diversity of what? We can identify the diversity.
Different morphological features.
Yes, very good. That's due to the morphological features. Due to the diversity.
Due to morphological features.
Yes, due to the diversity of morphological features. Diversity of morphological features. Can anyone answer what does it mean by morphology, morphological features? Irandi, can you answer? Irandi, can you answer, please?
Sir, I joined today.
You joined today. Okay. Dinuda, your chance.
External characteristics.
Yes, that's external features, so external characteristics of plants. Okay, Shania, tell me or list down several external features. Tell me one external feature that contributes to the diversity. මට දෙන්න online way වෙලක්. ෂෙනායා මේ වෙලාවේ mic එක.
Yes, shall I say?
Yes, Rifki.
Flowering plants and non-flowering plants.
Yes, that's the thing usually happens when you absent. පන්ති ආවේ නැතුවම මොකද වෙන්නේ? What happened to you last week?
Flower?
Very good. Chamath, flower. Flowers. අපි මෙහෙම ගමු.
Roots.
Okay, okay. I'll tell you how to keep that in mind. මම ඔන්න මතක තියාගන්න විදිය කියනවා. දැන් ඔයාලා you are rat now. ඔයාලා මීයෙක්. Okay? Now you are rat. හරි. එයා පොළොව යට ඉඳන් යන්නේ. So that's underground part. දැන් ඔයා කවුද? මීයෙක්. කැමති නම් වල්ලූරෙක් කියලා හිතාගත්ත හැකි. දැන් ඔයා වල්ලූරෙක්. Okay? සූර පප්පා. වල්ලූරෙක්. So දැන් මේ rat යනවා පොළොව හාරගෙන. Now he's scavenging that. Okay, for a while I'll switch off your microphone.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, tell me. Listen.
Sir, can you send today's recording?
පුතා ඔයා හැමදාම recording send me කියලා යන්නද දත් හදන්නේ? පුතේ මෙහෙම කරන්න. Listen. ඔයා මෙහෙම කරන්න. Mic off කරන්න. හරිද? මම mic off කරලා තියෙනවා.
නෑ sir, battery low නේ phone එකේ.
What to do then? අනිත් දවසේ charge කරගන්න ඕනේ current එක නැත්නම් මොකද කරන්නේ? ප්‍රශ්න. හරි? තියෙන තැනකට හරි ගිහිල්ලා පන්ති වටනවා නම් charge කරගන්න. නැත්නම් මට request එකක් දාන්න සර් අද එන්න විදිහක් නැහැ. මෙහෙමයි ප්‍රශ්නේ. මේ පන්ති අතරමැද යන්න එපා. අහන්නත් එපා. මේ පන්තිය මැද්දේ මේ mobile phones වලට call ගන්නත් එපා. Because teaching is a kind of a meditation. ගුරුවරයෙක් උගන්වනකොට ඒක භාවනාවක් වගේ. එයා පොත් බලාගෙන නෙමෙයි උගන්වන්නේ. ඔළුවේ තැම්පත් වෙච්ච දේ බොහෝම පිළිවෙලට. So there should be a good flowing of theories into his mind. Just like a streaming of a video. If you interrupt that, ඔගොල්ලෝ interrupt කළොත්, so that's a botheration. Whole class is bothered. සම්පූර්ණ පන්තියම bothering වෙනවා. I know most of the students do this. No matter. So I'll send you that. ඔක මට කිව්වත් නැත්නම් පුතේ මම වීඩියෝ එක එවනවනේ. නේද? එවන්න නැති වීඩියෝ නැහැ. First video, second, third. So all the videos are recording now also. So now around 2 minutes wasted. Okay, let's start again. දැන් ඔයාලා කවුද? You are right. ඔන්න මීයක් යනවා. Now what he can see first. Okay, දැන් එයාට දකින්න පුළුවන් මොනවද ඉස්සරලා. You can see this. Very good. So that's root system. Root system. Next, what's this? Another morphological feature. මීයට පේනවා.
The stem.
Very good. So that's stem. Rifki, can you understand Sinhala?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. That's good. So this is stem. Then you can, not you. Yes, you, because you are a rat now. Okay. So you can see what's this.
Branches.
Very good. Another morphological feature. Branches. And now rat is on.
Seen the leaves.
Yes. See the leaves.
And flowers.
Yes. And flowers also.
Then
After that, fruits.
fruits.
Yes. Then fruits
Last,
can be seen.
we see the bud.
Yes.
Yes.
Apical bud.
Okay, Puta, don't tell that lastly. Okay. Finally. Okay. Finally. At the end. Okay. So finally, at the end, he could observe at the top of the plant. So what's that?
Apical bud.
Very good. That's apical bud. Agrastha අංකුරය. ඒ වචනේත් පොඩ්ඩක් තියාගන්න. Apical bud. Okay. So in addition to this apical bud, there are this මීය බලනවා. ඒ උඩත් මේ වගේ එකක් තියෙනවා. At the top there's a bud. But at the side, in the initiation of these branches, there's another bud.
Lateral bud.
Very good. They are lateral buds. Parshvika ankur. Lateral buds. Lateral buds. So all of them are external features or morphological features. Okay. Now you are a rat. ඔන්න මීයා පොළොව යටින් යනවා තව එකක් ගාවට. Another one. Look at this.
A fibrous root.
Fibrous root. No, I am drawing a girl. Okay, so I'm drawing a girl. Yes, that's fibrous root system, Rifki. You are correct. Okay, you are correct. So what's this?
The stem.
Stem. Okay, so you can see the quite different stem here, but that stem size is equal. All over the height of that, all along the height of this plant, the stem size is equal. That's uniform. And the rat could observe. Okay, rat could observe these
Branches.
No. Be
Compound leaves.
very good. Compound leaves. Who is answered as compound leaves? කවුද පුතේ compound leaves කියලා කිව්වේ? ලක්ෂිකද? Yes, good. So now the situation is different. So these morphological features are varies from one plant to another plant. These morphological features are varies from one plant to another plant. එහෙම තේරුම් ගන්න එපා. Don't understand it like this. So you have to understand it in reverse order, like this. Due to the variations of these morphological features, okay? Due to the variety of morphological features, look at this. So leaves are varied, okay? So various leaves, therefore various plants. Various flowers, so you can see that panicle. Panicle means inflorescence. එක මලක් නෙමෙයි තියෙන්නේ. පුතාලා දන්නවද ඒක මං කියලා දෙන්න? May I teach you that? One flower and set of flowers. One flower is just a simple flower. And sometimes florets exist in an axis. Okay, so like this. Large number of flowers in the same axis, but we consider it as a single flower. No, that's not a single flower. So you can see little florets. Leaf, potty leaf, goda, look at this. So these are leaflets. Leaflets, one compound leaf. Leaflets, one compound leaf. Here, not leaflets. So they are florets. What's that? Florets. So large number of florets into a single axis. So we call that inflorescence. So that's inflorescence. Pushpa manjari. Good. So now you can understand. So different types of plants are occurred, or diversity of plants occur due to different morphological features. Leaves varies, flowers varies, and the branching. So this is branching, this is unbranched. Okay, so this is a broad leaf, very broad leaves, but here narrow leaflets exist. I think now you know something about this lesson. So this is very easy to understand for you. තේරුණා නේද? ඒක මට මොනිටර් එකේ ලස්සන චිත්‍රයක් වගේ පේනවා. Okay, good. දවසක drawing lesson එකක් කරමු. Okay, I'll erase this. Now, what we have learned so far, my next question is to Dinuda. No.
Yes, sir.
She is answering always. No, not you. Not you this time. Okay. So, my question is, Archana Seneviratna. Archana is jumping. Okay. Archana, tell me, what are the two types of roots, Puta? And there are two major types of roots.
Fibrous root system and taproot.
Oshan Hidupinda Archana Birunada Manda. Taproot system and fibrous root system.
Fibrous root system.
Good. ඔය දංගලනායකින් තමයි මම වැඩිපුරම ප්‍රශ්නේ අහන්නේ. ඔන්න අර්චන, don't switch off your camera. Don't switch off it, okay? Good. Fibrous root system and
Taproot
taproot
system.
system. Good.
Taproot system.
Now I ask the question from Dinuda. This time tell me, so what are the special types of roots according to the different adaptations as you learned last week?
Prop roots, stilt roots,
Prop,
storage,
yes, prop roots, stilt, and
storage,
storage in roots. In addition to that, there are lots of others.
respiratory roots,
Aerial roots,
aerial
Aerial,
roots,
climbing roots,
yes,
climbing
climbing roots,
roots,
food
climbing,
storage roots,
respiration
respirate.
root nodules, root nodules,
root
Puta,
nodules,
don't tell as root nodules. Root nodules can never get it in a roots with root nodules. So you have to tell roots with root nodules. Roots with root nodules. Okay. So I write here roots with root nodules. Okay, now we have to know the functions of these roots. So what's the function of this prop root? What's the function of this prop root?
support the branches,
Yes, it supports to the branches. Support to the branches. I think you cannot see that, no? No, you can guess it. Okay, next one, stilt root
supports to the stem,
supports to the stem. Tell me one example.
pandanus,
Very good. So that's pandanus. Rampe. Rampe. Pandanus. Okay. හරියට ගහ වැටි වගේ කරුවක් ගහගෙන ඉනවා මෙවට සිංහලෙන් කියනවා කරු මුල් කියලා. Okay, so that's there are two types of roots, kairu and karu. ඒවා සිංහල පොත් කමන්නේ read කරාට, but you have to know this English term. Okay, so support to the stem, stilt root. So earlier one, this prop root, Lakshika, what's the example for these prop roots?
Banyan.
Banyan. Yes, that's banyan trees. Good. I have sent you a video how to draw a banyan tree. Did you see that?
yes sir.
Good.
It was very beautiful.
Very good. Okay, storage in roots.
Store
Many
food,
of potatoes.
photosynthesized food,
to store food,
Yes, function of these storage in roots is to
store
store.
photosynthesized food,
Very good. So to store photosynthesize foods. Okay, so that's the function of storage. So I'll explain you, and I have taught you that there are two types of storage in roots. One of root, that storage.
store food in the taproot and store foods in the lateral roots.
Okay. Sorry, me. Mama එක්කෙනෙකු පොඩ්ඩක් mute කළා. I'm very sorry. So I'll pause your microphones when it is noisy, okay? නැත්තම් පුතා මේ අර class එක කරන්න බැරි නිසා. So you have to calibrate your microphone. ඔය Zoom setup කරනකොට එතන තියෙන microphone volume වැඩි නම් හදාගන්න. So you can calibrate it. Okay? So in another time, you can personally ask me, so how to calibrate it. Okay, good. So storage in roots. So one is storing foods in these taproot, and sometimes food storage happens in these lateral roots. Okay, so what are the examples for the plants that store foods in these lateral roots?
Manioc,
Manioc, very
potato,
good.
Sweet potato.
Sweet potato,
Sweet potato.
good. Sweet potato. Okay, now tell me an example that store foods in this taproot.
carrot,
Carrot. Beetroot.
Carrot,
radish,
beetroot,
radish,
radish. Okay, so that's good. Next one, aerial roots. You learned these aerial roots. Okay, where you can observe these aerial roots
in orchids,
in orchids. Okay, so these orchids are belonging to that epiphytes. Okay, so what's the function of these aerial roots?
absorb the water vapor in the atmosphere.
Yes, for the absorption of water vapor from the atmosphere. Orchids, so you love to that plant, I know that. So it's so beautiful, and sometimes because of the desire of that plant, what you do, you take it and you transplant it in that ground. Okay, so but the problem is these epiphytes are not adapted to absorb water from soil, so we have to apply water in the form of mist or fog. මේ මිස්ට් එකක් මීදුමක් විදිහට තමයි එපිපයිට්ස් වගා කරන්න. So if you went to that Peradeniya botanical garden, you can observe those types of polytunnels that grow these plants, and they are humidifiers. Humidifiers, so constantly they remove this water vapor into the polytunnel. Then these plants can absorb water vapor through that aerial roots. Okay, so that's the thing we learned last week. Kauhari putek ada avanan duik. You can watch it in the YouTube channel. So all the videos you have been given, පුතාලට එක බලන්න පුළුවන්. හරි? Okay.
Sir, excuse me, sir.
Okay.
This notes, I am new to class, and do we want to write these notes in the book, which is in the board?
Puta, can you switch on your video? Already switched on. මට ඔයා හොයාගන්න බෑ. Okay, Rehan, I think you.
Yes, sir.
Okay, son. Definitely you have to take down it. පුතාට අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම note එක ලියා ගන්න වෙනවා. So in that case, how to do it? From the first video, simply and taking much time, one by one, in a contemplate manner. In a contemplate manner means බොහොම නිදහසේ තැන්පත්ව ලියා ගන්න. මට හදිසියේ note එක submit කරන්න අවශ්‍ය නැහැ. So when you complete one note, so I check the spellings. Okay, so you have to key on your spellings and send it me. Then I mark it and send you. Okay, I'll mark it and send you back with the corrections. ඔයාට diagram එකක් වැරදියට ඇන්දත් මම ඒක අඳිනවා ඊට උඩින්. හරි? ඔයාට ඒක අවශ්‍ය නම් අඳින විදිය. If you want how to draw that, definitely I'll send you the video of drawing. Okay,
Okay,
I think
thank you,
get
sir.
a nice answer as you hope. Okay, next.
Sir.
කියන්නකෝ.
Sir.
Oh, ඇහෙනවා. තිසෙන්.
Sir.
Son, tell it.
Sir.
ඇහෙනවා.
Sir, I can't see you, sir. I can't see you, sir.
Okay, son, you can see me. මාර ප්‍රශ්නේ දුකිත් බෑ. තිසෙන් පුතා ඔයා ලීව් වෙලා එන්න. ලීව් වෙලා එන්න. Okay. I'm sorry. I muted you all. Okay. So we discussed these climbing roots. Climbing roots are the roots which are used to climb up through this support. So this is the support tree and it is used to climb up through the support. Okay, so how it happens? It happens like this. Don't worry, I'll contact Tissen and send him the required information how to manage his connection. බලමු පුතාට connection එක stable කරගන්න මම උදව් කරන්න. ඊළ router එකක් හරි ගහලා යමු නේද? Okay, good. So pepper beetle like plants. Pepper beetle like plants. So it embraces the support. Okay, it embraces the support and climb up. Okay, so you cannot see that it is moving like that. කවුද ඒ වගේ කකුල් ගොඩාක් තියාගෙන ඇවිදගෙන යන එක්කින? So ඔයගොල්ලෝ අහලා ඇති හැක්කරෙල්ලා පත්තෑය. හරි? කවුද පුතේ ඒගොල්ලන්ට මේ ඉංග්‍රීසි වලින් කියන්නේ? Okay, I'll ask that. මට කියන්න රෙහාන්. Rehan Puta. Now you can switch on the microphone. Okay. Tell me, son, who is that animal with a large number of legs?
Centipede.
Very good. Anith ekkina, the one?
With lots of caterpillars.
Caterpillars. No. It is a stage of, so that's මේ මතක තියාගන්න. මේ කවුද? Who is that? It is having legs centimeter by centimeter. Okay. Centimeter against centimeter කකුල් තියෙන එක්කන centipede. හරි? එයාට එච්චර සපත්තු ඕනේ නැහැ. සපත්තු චුට්ටක් ඇතියට. It requires a little number of shoes. Okay. But there's another one. හුඟක් අය මේ සතාගේ නම දන්නේ. මිලිමීටරෙන් මිලිමීටරයට කකුල් තියෙනවා පුතේ. Millimeter by millimeter it has legs. Who is this? පොඩි කාලේ මම කෝච්චි වලට ගත්තේ මෙයාව සෙල්ලම් කරන්න. That's millipede. Okay, centipede and millipede. So this is not climbing like millipede or centipede. Centipede වගේ මෙයා නැගලා යනවා නෙමෙයි. නේ? යෑම නැගලා යන්නේ. But it takes the support of the supporting plant to climb up. So that's climbing roots. Okay. කවුද ඒ දෙන්න? Millipede and centipede. Okay, my next question is to Lakshika. Okay, another type of root we observed, we studied. So that's what?
Respiratory roots.
Yes, that's respiratory root. Uta, tell me this respiratory root. So what's the function of it? For the air exchange. Okay, for the air exchange. So sir, you muted. My microphone is not muted. Okay, good. Now it's okay. So examples for this respiratory root. So that's that Soneracia or Kerala plant. So that's the example, right? Let's study the today's part. Okay, I randomly ask questions. Therefore, you have to read what you have learned so far. Okay. Okay. Finally, we learned a plant root type. That's a root with root nodules. I think you cannot understand this alone because most of the time this is not taught in other classes. So keen on this. So this is a taproot system, and you can see these lateral roots, and you can observe what. So that's yes. I want Nishara Suhas. පුතා කියන්න. So what are these special structures that exist in the roots of some plants? මේ මං ඇඳලා තියෙනවා මොනවද මේ? What are they? ගැටිති. So what's it? Root nodules. Okay, so they are root nodules. Next, I want to talk to Vihara Amandi. Tell me, what's the function of these root nodules? It is used to absorb atmospheric nitrogen. Okay, so these root nodules, inside the root nodules, there's a bacterium. කවුද ඉන්නේ පුතේ? bacterium එකක් ඉන්නවා. There's a bacterium. Okay, Shenaya, now you can answer.
Yes, sir.
I saw you are moving to in search of signals. Shenaya, signal හොයාගෙනද ගියේ?
Yes, sir. There's a problem for signal.
Okay, good. Now I think it's okay for you. So Shenaya, tell me, this atmospheric nitrogen can be fixed by a certain microorganism that lives in these root nodules. Okay, we can tell it what kind of bacteria, or simply root nodule bacteria. Root nodule bacteria, or a kind of root nodule bacteria. What's that? Roots means rhizobium bacteria. So this rhizobium bacteria lives inside these root nodules. So what's the function of them? They fix atmospheric nitrogen and it is sent to the plant. It is given to the plant. By using this nitrogen, plants can produce its proteins. Plant protein හදාගන්න යාට පුළුවන්. And it can build up its body. Okay, that's the thing we discussed last week. Okay, something additional to your knowledge. So far we have studied the diversity of roots. Okay, now we are going to study diversity of, take down the topic, diversity of stems. Diversity of stems, because diversity of stem causes to the diversity of plants. There are different types of stems. There are different types of stems among plants. Okay, among plants. There are different types of stems among plants. ශාක අතර විවිධ කඳ stems තියෙනවා. We can observe different types of stems. To begin with, පාඩම පටන් ගද්දීම අද මම ඒ වගේ විවිධ stems වර්ග දෙකක් ගන්නවා. Okay. එකක් තමයි branched stem. One is branched stem. The other one is unbranched stem. So one is branched stem while the other one is unbranched stem. There are different types of stems among plants. Okay. Different types of stems means that's a morphological feature. Stem is a morphological feature. Due to the variety of morphological features, diversity of plants occur. මේ ශාකවල ගස්වල morphological features වෙනස් වෙනකොට plants වලත් diversity එකක් ඇති වෙනවා. Due to the variety of morphological features, diversity of plants occur. So that happens here. There are different types of stems. We call that diversity of stems. There are different types of stems among plants. So it is known as the diversity of stems, known as the diversity of stems. Good. There are different types of stems among plants. It is known as the diversity of stems. The most important thing is, due to the diversity of stems, this is the important part. Due to the diversity of, so what's the system? That's a morphological feature. Due to the diversity of the morphological feature, due to the diversity of the morphological feature, stems. Okay. Due to the diversity of the morphological feature stems. Okay. Due to the diversity of the morphological feature stems, plant diversity occurs. Plant diversity occurs, or diversity of plants occur. Okay, let's write that in that way. Stems, the diversity of the plants occur. Okay, from the beginning, there are different types of stems among plants. Okay, there are different types of stems among plants. It is known as the diversity of stems. ඒ කියන්නේ මේ stems වල විවිධත්වය. Stems විවිධ වෙනකොට plants උත් විවිධ වෙනවා. Due to the diversity of stems, diversity of plants occur. Okay. Due to the diversity of the morphological feature stems, because stem is a morphological feature. Morphological feature stems. So what's the grammar here? Name again. President Kumarasinghe. Principal Kamalanath. Okay, so likewise, you introduce, you explain one name with appositive another name. තේරෙනවද පුතා? එක නමක් විශේෂණය කරන්න, adjective, as an adjective, we use another noun. ඒ ළඟින්ම තියෙනවා. එයා adjective එකක්, නමුත් එයා නාමපද. That's a noun. Okay, so my pet cat. Okay, it's my pet cat. Noun එක පාවිච්චි කරනවා. Principal Amaravati. Okay, king Dutugamunu. So likewise here, so the morphological feature stems. Okay, due to the diversity of what? Due to the diversity of stems, you can tell it like that. Due to the diversity of stems, but due to the diversity of the morphological feature stems, more details. Okay, you can give more details. Due to the diversity of the morphological feature stems, the diversity of plants occur. Okay, now take this down. I'll give you 1 minute. Okay, now switch up your microphones. When I ask you to switch on, you can do it, okay? Okay, did you take down this? පුතාලා ලියාගෙන ඉවරද? Not yet. Okay. Vishal Abhishek. Puta, did you take down this? Okay, I think finish. So I have finished my writing. Ramisha. Okay, good. Ramisha, I want you to read this. Okay, so what's the difference? So what's not to be the diversity of stems? Ramisha.
There are different types of stems among plants. It
Good.
is known as the diversity of plants.
No, it's known as the diversity of stems.
Stems.
Well, did you write it as plants?
No, it's a mistake.
It's a mistake.
Sorry.
Good. So you know that mistake. That's good. Next.
Due to the diversity of morphological features stem, the diversity of the plants occur.
Okay. When you read something, the audience know, do you actually know that or no? Okay. If you actually know it, audience can understand. So there are some places you have to stop. Okay, Ramisha, tell it again. Ramisha. Ramisha. What happened to Ramisha? Went off. Okay, I want Rifki.
Sir,
Okay, can you read this?
due to the diversity of the morphological features stems, the diversity of plants occur.
Okay, now you check the mistake. Okay, read it again. Rifki, read it again. Rifki, switch on your microphone, please. Okay, I think Rifki. Okay, now try to tell it.
Due to the diversity of the morphological features stems, the diversity of the plants occur.
Good. When the Rifki tells this, due to the diversity of the morphological features, stems not straight. Okay, so you have to stop here. Due to the diversity of the morphological feature stems, okay, the Rifki morphological feature stems, the diversity of plants occur. So in that way, you have to read this. Okay, in the video, you can rewind it and ask again and again. That's how we uh, specify a noun with this appositive. Yes, not appositive word. Instead of appositive word or adjective, there's an praise. Okay, appositive praise is there. Okay, good. So let's move ahead. Due to the diversity of stems, diversity of plants occur. Next, let's demonstrate how this diversity of stems occur. Actually, there are two types of stems. One is branched stem, the other one is unbranched stem. Okay, so let's draw with me. Okay, so it's in your childhood also you drew a plant like this. Okay, don't think about the shape, just draw. If it is accidentally mistaken, so there's a mistake, but you can make it correct. Okay, so you draw it. That's very easy. So we give a special attention to this stem. So this is branched. If the root is branched, the stem also branched, because that's a feature of these dicotyledonous plants you can come across later. Okay, now leaves. Okay, so this is branch. You can see this branched stem. So this is a branched stem. Branched stem. Okay, and here another type of plant that's with an unbranched stem. So you can observe that fibrous root system as well as fibrous root system. Coconut. Okay. So this is branched, this is unbranched. Unbranched. Okay. In the note, you will write that there are two types of plants. One is branched, the other one is with unbranched stem. Next, you have to write examples for the plants with branched stem, and here you have to write examples for the unbranched stems, the plants with unbranched stem. Archana Seneviratna Buddha. Tell me
Yes.
one example for this, one example for a plant with branched stem.
Mango.
Mango, very good. Mango, one example. Thank you, son. Okay. Senur, one example, tell me. Senur,
Yes, sir.
one example for branched stem, a plant with branched stem.
Take.
Take. Okay, so take. Another example. Yes, Rehan. Rehan. Son, tell me one example. Mango, take, jack. Okay. There are lots of plants with this taproot system as well as branch stem. So that's a characteristic feature for these dicotyledonous plants. So branching stem is peculiar to that. Okay. Another example for this unbranched stem, Lakshika. Arecanut. So arecanut. Another example.
Coconut tree.
Very good. Coconut.
Palm trees.
Yes, farms. Tell me one example for farms.
No, sir. Palm trees. Palm.
Yes, there are different types of farms. See in wax palms, red palms. Do you know like that? Okay, commonly palms. And another example, Kitul. Okay, Palmyra. Kitul with capital K, you can write that. Kitul, Palmyra. Palmyra. Okay, small plants like this. Paddy plant, and some of grasses can be taken, so they don't have that branch stem. Okay. And you know another type of plant like this. What's this? Look at this. Can you identify this? So that's bambusa. Bambusa vulgaris, that scientific name. So this is bamboo tree. So that's also unbranched stem. Okay, take some examples. Next, we have to learn the functions of the plant stem. පුතාලා ඉවරනම් මට කියන්න. Yes, still you are drawing. No matter, draw it. If you have drawn a part of this, you can take examples, and drawing part you can do at home. Okay, next we have to learn the functions of the stem. Functions of the stem. Okay, Shenaya.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now tell me the functions of stem. One function of the stem.
Um, it helps the branches.
Okay, part of your answer is correct. Yes, Dinuda. Tell me one function of a stem. හිතන්නකෝ ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ ඇඟ තමයි stem එක කියලා. Now your legs are roots. So that's used to fix to the ground. And all these hands, they are branches. Okay. And so flowers, your faces are flowers. So this stem bears that. අපේ stem එක කියලා හිතන්න. එතකොට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගහක් නම්. So these parts of the plant is upper parts are bearing by this stem. මේ stem එකෙන් තමයි plant එකේ තියෙන parts bear කරන්නේ. So that's one thing you have to know. Okay, let's write the first function. Write the first function. Bearing, B-E-A-R-I-N-G, bearing flowers, leaves, and fruits. Bearing flowers, leaves, and fruits. The fruits ලිව්වම seeds එක ඇතුලේ තියෙන්නේ. හැබැයි සමහර there are some other plants that bear only seeds. Okay, so you have to write bearing flowers, leaves, fruits, seeds. Okay, seeds, sometimes buds. Okay, write them. If there's no stem, if there's no stem, that plant will bend without a rigidity. Without a rigidity. So don't write R-I-G-I-D. Rigid means strong. Rigid means strong. Shaktimat, rigid. Shaktimat bhavya. Okay, so that's strength. We call that rigidity. So that's rigidity. Lakshika, can you switch on microphone? Lakshmika. Okay, I'll help you. Lakshmika. I think now you can.
Yes, sir.
Good. Lakshika, please read this.
Rigid.
Rigid. Now, can you read this?
Rigidity.
Rigidity.
Yes.
Good. Next, I ask this from Vihara Amandi. Can you read this? Vihara? ගෙදර බලු පෙටිය නම් කෑ ගහනවා ඇහුණා. Okay. Next. Naveen George. Puta, I need your answer.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Can you read this? ඔයාලා හරි කපටි. Online හොරු. හරි? මයික් එක හොරෙන් ඔෆ් කරගන්නවා. ඔෆ් කරගත්තොත් ආය ඔන් කරන්න හම්බෙන්නේ. Okay. Naveen. Yes. Now, can you unmute that?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Switch off කරන්න එපා. Read this.
Rigidity.
Rigidity. Okay. So meaning of that is strong. So strength. So this stem is helpful for plants for its rigidity. Okay, next, take down the point. Supports. Stem supports to the plant. Stem supports to the plant for its stem supports to the plant for its rigidity. Rigidity, R-I-G-I-D-I-T-Y. G-I-D-I-T-Y, rigidity. Okay, I think you have taken it down. පුතාලා කවදාවත් absent වෙන්න එපා. Absent වෙච්ච අයට video link එක යවන්නේ නැහැ. But if you inform me, in this time I cannot come, in this day I can't come, then you have already informed me. In that case, I'll send you the video. Okay, because from hereafter I don't publish these things. Then කොහොමත් බැරි. Sir, ඔයාව පේන්නේ නැතුව කියලා කෑ ගැහුවා කෙනෙක්. That's a funny thing, but not funny. හැමෝටම signal problems තියෙනවා. Okay, next point, let's take down. For the transportation of for the transportation of water and foods, water. So this water is absorbed from roots, foods produced by the photosynthesis in leaves. Leaves වල නිපදවපුවා. So that is produced by the leaves. අපි ඒක ටිකක් විස්තරාත්මකව ඉගෙන ගමු. Okay, let's learn it much details. පොඩ්ඩක් අපි ටිකක් හොඳට ඉගෙන ගමු ඒක. ඊළඟ දවසේ මේක වීඩියෝ එකක් පෙන්නන්නම්. How it is transported. I think you have taken down this. For the transportation of water and foods through the plant's body, through the plant's body. Okay, now stop writing. Just look at this. බලාගන්න හැමෝම. I am drawing the part of a root like this. Okay, and the water is absorbed from these roots. It is absorbed from the soil like this, and there's a tissue okay, the part of the this leaf cannot be observed because of the screen size. Kotta leaf එකක් ඇඳ හරි. Now you can see it. Okay. Now photosynthesized foods. Synthesized foods from the leaves have to be transported throughout all the parts of the body. Okay. So you will think that it is transporting like that, but not like that. A plant is having vessels, a nice tubules arranged and adapted for that. Plant එකකට තියෙනවා tap line එකක්. හරි? A set of tap lines. This is produce foods and they are translocated to the both directions. Okay, that means upward and downwards. I'll use the black color. Photosynthesized foods are transported upward as well as downwards. But water is translocated only to upward, to the leaves and to the upper parts. Okay. Now you know water translocates upwards, but foods upward and downward. Upward and downward. Foods may ආකාර දෙකටම transport වෙනවා. Okay. Foods කොහටද යන්නේ? So what's the direction? Towards both directions. That means upward as well as downward. DOWN, downwards. Okay, towards both direction, upward and downward. So that special tubule system, so we call that phloem. So it is known as what? Phloem. පුතා මේ foods අරගෙන යනවා මේ බලා ගන්න foods කොහෙද නිපදවන්නේ? Where it is produced? Foods are produced in plant leaves. So what's that process? A process එකට මොකද්ද පුතේ කියන්නේ? That process is known as මම unmute කළා ඔක්කොම. හරි? දැන් කියන්න පුළුවන්. හරි? So this food is produced by green plants in leaves. A ආහාර නිපදවන ක්‍රියාවලිය, that food producing process is known as what? Rifki. I think you can unmute. That's okay.
Yeah. Photosynthesis.
Yes, very good. That process is known as photosynthesis. Foods produced by the photosynthesis is known as what? Photosynthesized foods. What's that? Photosynthesized foods. Good. So that food is translocated to the both direction. So this transportation is done by a special tissue that exists in the stem. We call that phloem. Food translocate කරන්නේ මොකෙන්ද පුතේ? That's through the phloem. Where it exists? In the stem. කොහෙද තියෙන්නේ? Stem එකේ. Food පයන්න. Right? What that tissue? Phloem tissue. Where it exists? කොහෙද මේක තියෙන්නේ? In the stem. Another one. Water translocation. Water or water transportation. Water, so that's upwards. Only upwards. Upward transportation. පේන්නේ නේද? ඉන්න මම පාත් කරන්න. Upward transportation. Good. Water upward transportation. කවුද මේක කරන්නේ? It is done by the xylem. Xylem. Foods through the phloem up and down. Okay. This is foods. Foods direction up and down. So blue color, water. So that's upwards. That's only upward. මේ diagram එකෙන් පස්සේ ඕව ඔක්කොම ඇඳලා පේනවා. Okay, no need to draw. Now this little sketch you have to draw. If you have completed writing, you can say me finish, or you can send me.
Finish, sir.
Okay, finish my work. Good. Is there anyone to write? ලියලා ඉවර නම් 1 කියලා message කරන්න, නැත්නම් 0.
Sir.
Okay, tell me.
Sir, should we write that foods, water, and draw the diagram?
Yes, in the diagram, so this both direction up and down, so that's food up and down. Water only upward. So you have to mention that because very important that to know.
Okay, sir.
Good. If you have completed, send me 1.
1.
Okay, I think you have completed that. Let's good. Let's move ahead. Okay, I'll erase all the things except this diagram. Okay, sir. What we are going to do is just cut this stem here. අපි stem එක මේ විදිහට මැද්දෙන් කපනවා. හරි? Do you like to know the things inside this? පුතාලා කැමතිද මේක ඇතුලේ තියෙන දේවල් බලන්න?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
එහෙනම් පුතේ
Yes,
තියන්න
sir.
පෑන පැත්තකින්. Keep your pen aside. හරි නේද?
Okay, sir.
Okay. දැන් වෙන වැඩ කරනවද කියලා මට පේන්න ඕනේ. සිග්නල් තියන අය විතරක් වීඩියෝ එක ඔන් කරගන්න. Okay, now I cut this, then you can observe a nice diagram like this. So this is the cross section. This is the stem. So where we cut, okay? So you can observe special structures like this. Okay, so if this is transparent, මේ ගහ වීදුරු වලින් නම් හැදිලා තියෙන්නේ. If this is made up of glasses, you can observe it like this. Can you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
sir.
good, good. If this is the root, if this is the root and this one bundle, okay, so this is a bundle. So you will think that this is just a single line, but actually this is a bundle of lines. The tubules වලට English වලින් කියලා මේ නාල tubes. That's tubes. You know that tubes, no, pipelines, tubes. But these tubes are known as vascular system. What's that? Vascular system.
Vascular system.
Very good. Vascular system. So vascular system process these vascular bundles. Look at this. It is moving across the root also. Roots they get there. Okay. Now I draw this one. This vascular bundle, I draw it somewhat elongated. Okay, so that's a big one. Okay, so you can see there's a cell layer like this. Okay, so you can observe this outward part is what? Food translocating phloem. So that's phloem. So what this inner part? Inner part, now you know it. Actually, this is known as xylem. Outer one, පිට තියෙන්නේ phloem. ඇතුලේ තියෙන්නේ මොකද්ද? Xylem. තේරෙනවද? This outer part, this one. This one, what's this?
Phloem.
Phloem. මේකෙන් මොකද වෙන්නේ පුතේ? මොනවද transport කරන්නේ? What is transported? Very good, that's foods. Foods are translocated through this phloem. Upward or downward or both?
Both.
Both direction. Very good. So this
Both.
plant leaf produce foods and these foods are transported downwards. එහෙම ගියොත් අර yam වල taproot එකේ lateral roots they store foods. Okay, උඩට ගියොත් if it goes up in roots and develop in leaves, new shoots, new fruits. Yes, good, you can understand. So එහෙනම් මේ මොකක්ද කියද යන්නේ මේ බලන්න. Can you see this? Yes, you can see it.
Yes, sir.
This is one cell, another cell, just like bamboo tree. Okay, it goes down. This is another one. Okay, that food translocating tubules, not one unit, several units combined together to form that. Another one, another one. Okay, so likewise a set of a bundle of tubules, okay, bundles of tubules. Can you understand? Up to the root.
The tubules කියන්නේ මොකද්ද?
Tubules. Very good. Can you see this now here? Tubule. Tubule. Can you read it? Tubules. Tube. Butter. Pipelines. Tubes. Do you know tubes? Do you know
Yes.
tubes?
Yes, sir.
Pen tube.
Yes, sir.
Pen tube, you know that, no?
Yes, sir.
These are
Yes, sir.
tubules. So these tubules, you can see these bundles of tubules. Therefore, we call it vascular bundle and inside. So this is food translocating tubules. Here are somewhat different types. So, okay. It's polygonal cross section. So what this? Another tubule. So this is xylem tubules. So they are what? Xylem. So that's xylem. Xylem tubules. Both xylem and phloems as a whole, we call that what? Vascular bundles. මොනවද පුතේ මේ ඔක්කොටම එකට ගත්තාම කියන්නේ? Vascular bundles.
Vascular bundles.
Vascular bundles.
Bundles.
මේ bundles කීයක් තියෙනවද? How many bundles here? Okay. Lots of vascular bundles. තේරුණා? තේරුණා 1 කියලා message කරන්න. මේ stem එකේ තමයි මේවා තියෙන්නේ. If you can understand, that's 1. If you can't understand, that's 0. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. මේ කවුද 0 1 දාලා තියෙනවා? ඒ කියන්නේ භාගයට තේරුණාද? Good. 1. Rumisha 0. Okay, I'll read it. I'll tell it once, okay? Rehan, Rumisha. හරි දෙන්නෙකුටයි තේරුන්නේ නැත්තේ. මෙන්න මේවත් තේරුණා නම් ඇති. Stem helps to transport foods and water. Can you understand, Rumisha?
Yes, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir.
Good. And water is translocated through xylem. Water is translocated through xylem. Food is transported through what? That's phloem. Foods by phloems and through xylem what is translocated? Water. And a phloem වලින් foods යනවා. Xylem වලින් water යනවා. ඒ දෙක තේරුණාද? Can you understand this?
Yes, sir.
Good. So this set of phloems and xylems
Yes,
are
sir.
known to be they are known to be vascular bundles. තේරුණා නේද? හරි. එතකොට මේ vascular bundles කොහෙද පුතා තියෙන්නේ stem එකේ? එහෙනම් මට පුතාලට කියන්න තිබුණා වෙන්න මෙහෙම. මේ stem එකේ තමයි වතුරයි fruits උයි translocate කරන්නේ. ඇද්ද? ඔයාලා දැනුම හොයන අය. You are searching for the knowledge. So my duty is to explain more than that. So do you like this explanation? ඔගොල්ලෝ කැමතිද මේ වැඩිපුර දේවල් මේ වගේ කියනවට?
Yes, sir.
Yes, you like. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, if you don't like these things with much details, so you can tell it me later personally, sir, we don't like that. වැඩිපුර කට්ටිය කැමති නම් මං කරන්නේ නැහැ. හරි? වැඩිපුර කට්ටිය කැමති නම් කරනවා. So main thing you have to know, take down the next point, a function of the stem එකේ function එක ලියා ගන්න ඊළඟ එක. දැන් හොඳ අවබෝධයක් තියෙනවා. Now you have a clear understanding. Take down this. Helps to transport. අපි මේක ලියාගත්තද? Helps to transport water and water and foods.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, tell me, sir.
Sir, am I want to draw that pictures?
No. What you have to do is just take a print screen, or if you wish to draw them, මේක අඳින්න පුළුවන් නම් ඒකත් හොඳයි. ඒක ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ ගෙදර ඉන්නකොට ස්ට්‍රෙස් එක නැතුව යන්න. That's just like a game. මේක game එකක් වගේ. ලස්සනට අඳින්න පුළුවන්, පාට කරන්න පුළුවන්. If you can't draw it clearly, if you don't know how to draw that, so you can see the video and from the beginning you can draw it. Okay, and leave 5 lines there. I think 5 lines, no, 7 lines is enough. Line hatak erla ඊළඟ එක ලියාගන්න. So helps to transport water and foods.
අඳින්න පුළුවන්.
පුළුවන් නේද? Okay, good. එහෙනම් පුතා ඉඩ අරින්න මම මේක මකන්න යන්නේ. Now I am going to erase this. ඔයාලට ඕනනම් print screen එකක් ගන්න පුළුවන් මේකේ. Okay, now stop drawing. Rule හතක් විතර අරින්න මම පුතාලට දැන් එවන්න යන්නේ මේ diagram එක. Yes, check your group. පුතාලා group එක බලන්න. ඔයාලගේ diagram එක එනවා. I think you got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
good. Then I'll erase this on මම එව්වා ඔයාලට phone එකටම දැන් මැකුවා. හරි? Good. Next function of the plant stem is for the vegetative reproduction.
Sir, is this a topic?
No. So this is which function? Earlier, bearing fruits, leaves, flowers, and that seeds. You learned the first function. Second function was giving a rigidity to the plant. Next function, transportation of water and foods. So this is the new function. So I think that's the fifth one. No, that's fourth one. So for the vegetative reproduction, is this new to you? Make අලුත්ද ඔයාලට? No, you learn this as a function of the roots. Roots වල function එකක් විදිහට පුතාලා මේක ලියාගත්තා නේද? I think you remember that. You have taken down this as a function of roots also for the vegetative reproduction. Tell me one example. Manioc. ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැකලා ඇති manioc plant එක මේව හරි? And it is so that stem is cut and it is transplanted in the soil. Then you can see the initiation of new manioc leaves here. The new manioc leaves, so you can see here. Okay, so this transplanting of the stem make a transplant reproduction, vegetative reproduction. So we can take a new plant by transplanting a stem. So we call them stem cutting. Stem make a calibrate kapala hitona. So we cut the stem into pieces and we plant it. So we call that stem cutting, transplanting, stem cutting. Examples, let's take down roses, manioc, sweet potato. Okay, take down potato, manioc. So that's enough. Okay, did you finish?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, take down the next one. For the storage of foods, for the storage of foods. Okay, I think you know that sugar cane, its stem like this. Okay, its stem like this. Its stem is like this, and you can see the leaves also like this. Importance is stem is used to store food. That food exists in which form? May foods තියෙන්නේ මොනවා විදියටද? So it exists as sugar. Sugar විදියට food store කරනවා. පුතාලා අර මේ දැකලා තියෙනවද? Have you ever seen a storage of starch in the stem of tal shake, the palmyra? May palmyra, tal farms, yes. So they store foods in the stem, no? So that's the aerial part, aerial stem. Okay. So aerial stem means the stem that over the ground. Okay, look at this. So this is the stem, aerial stem. I mean aerial stem can, what's the reason to tell it as aerial stem?
It is above the soil.
Yes, above the soil, aerial stem. එතකොට underground stem එකකුත් තියෙනවද? Is there any underground stems?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very good. Ginger, turmeric, so they are underground stems. I'll explain that later. Mama එක කියලා දෙන්න. හරි? ඊළඟට තියෙනවා aerial stem. Okay, and sometimes we can observe underground stems like this. And these are roots. Then confuse වෙයි මේක දැනගන්න ගිහිල්ලා මේකින්ද මම ඒ වෙලාවෙම කියන්න. හරි? Good. Take down examples for the storage of foods. So this is done by aerial stems. Aerial stems. Okay, take down examples: sugar cane and kitul. Sugar cane. Example: sugar cane. Next one, kitul. Okay. පුතා එතකොට අපේ time එක ඉවරයි දැන්. So time is up. So we have to wind up the class.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay, son, tell me that.
Sir, will you upload this video to the YouTube or else the
Yes.
group?
Yes. At the end of each of the session, all the lectures, all the sessions are uploaded to the YouTube.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Near session. Okay, next session, let's say try to do directly in YouTube. හැබැයි ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඒකට කතා කරන්න බෑ. ඒකයි ප්‍රශ්නේ. කවන්නේ මම දෙකම එක ළඟ තියන් කරන්න. හරි? ඔය සිග්නල් නැති පුතාලා දුවලට හොඳම වැඩේ තමයි YouTube. හරි? එතකොට YouTube එකෙන් real time බලා ගන්න පුළුවන්. So you can see that real time. Okay, so let's wind up here. ටික කලුවරින් ඉඳන් කළේ ක්ලාස් එක. මොකද බෝඩ් එක හොඳට පේනවා ඔයාලට.
Yes, sir.
එහෙනම් පුතේ have a nice night. Goodbye all of you.
Goodbye, sir.
God bless.
Goodbye, sir. Have a nice day.
Good evening, sir.
Stay safe, sir.